Hey, it's been a while that I've made something sweet on the channel, so today I want to share this amazing soft donut recipe with you. I have got the secret that will make your donut last soft for so long. Okay, let's get started. So to get started, I am going to be using some bread flour, and I want to sift this to make sure that my dough is nice and soft. And to this, I'm going to add some salt, some sugar, and then I'm going to sift this all together. I will list all the ingredients that I'm using in the description box below, so please do check that out, okay? Then I'm going to add in some yeast as well, and then I'm going to mix everything together. I am using bread flour because this is going to give you the softest dough possible, okay? I'm also adding some eggs, 2 eggs, and this is the secret, okay? The secret to the softest donut you will ever eat. Plain yogurt. Use this and thank me later. I'm also adding in some melted unsalted butter as well. I'll also add in some vanilla extract, and then I am going to be adding my warm milk. Please make sure that your milk is warm, otherwise your dough is not going to be rising. I am going to use my stand mixer to mix the dough, but of course you can always use your hand to mix the dough if you don't have a stand mixer. The dough is going to be very soft and wet. That is another secret to a very soft donut as well. So please, if it gets very wet and sticky, especially if you're using your hand, don't be tempted to add in any more flour, but just put some oil on your hand and then you'll be able to knead this without it sticking to your hand. But please don't use any more flour, because the softer your dough is, the softer your donut is going to be, okay? So do not be tempted to add any flour to your dough, all right? You want it to be sticky and soft. So like I was saying, to avoid adding some flour, I am going to oil my fingers, my hand is clean. I'm just going to oil this up so that the dough doesn't really stick to my hand. I'm just gonna make sure that I use a scraper to scrape everything out of the bowl. Then again, I am using some more oil to place on my work surface because I don't want to use too much flour. I don't want to introduce too much flour onto my dough again. So that is why I am using the oil so it doesn't stick. You see how nice this is? Look, if you're a baker, this soft dough is going to make your life so happy. Seeing the dough like this makes me happy. Comment below if you feel like this, if you're a baker, okay? Let me know in the comment section below. But yes, this is how soft you want your dough to be. And another tip to make your dough very soft is to double rise it, okay? So you're gonna proof it double. So I'm going to oil my pan again, and then I'm going to put the dough back in there, and I'm going to let this double in size, okay? And then we will let it double in size again. So this is like the tip, okay? It's just going to make it very soft and very chewy and pillowy. That's what you want, okay? So after about half an hour to 45 minutes, my dough is doubled in size because it was very warm in the kitchen. So it's doubled in size. I'm just going to break up the bubbles, and then I am going to put some more oil on my work surface, and then I am going to be kneading this just a little bit. I'm just kneading this just to get the air bubbles out of the dough to ensure that there is no air trapped in there, and then I will continue with my process. Oh gosh, guys, look at how soft this dough is. It makes me so happy when I see this kind of dough. I know I'm a weirdo. Now this is the point where I'm using a little bit of flour, so no more oil. At this point it's not sticky as it was before, so you can use just a tiny bit of flour and it will be fine. I am dividing my dough up, and I'm going to be weighing this, okay? I'm weighing this because I want them all to be equal size, but if you don't have any scale, then of course just eyeball it, okay? I am using this method without a donut cutter. I do have a donut cutter, but I appreciate the fact that not everybody has a dough cutter, so this is why I'm showing you this method that you can use without having a dough cutter. So all you're doing is forming a dough ball. So all you do is just press everything together to make sure that you just have a circular dough like I'm doing so. And once you have a circular dough, you're just going to press on it, okay, like this, just to give you that shape, that sort of donut shape that you need, if that even makes sense, okay. But if you have a dough cutter, by all means go ahead and use it, okay. But I am using my hand just so that if you don't have a dough cutter, you can also make this, okay. Now I am going to put this on a parchment paper, and if you notice, I have cut up the parchment paper, and I will explain that to you in a bit, okay. But for now, I'm going to show you once again on how you can make the dough ball, or how you can form the dough ball, okay. Just press everything together like I'm doing so, just to make sure that your dough is coming together nicely, and then you'll form it into a nice circular dough, okay. And I'm using just a little bit of flour, okay. So press on it so that you can get that donut shape, okay. So now that I'm done with it, I am going to be covering it and allowing this to proof again, so rise again in size, okay. So when it's doubled in size, I am then going to be frying them. So this was about 45 minutes to an hour, is risen in size, and it looks so good. And I'm now going to fry these. So this is why I sort of cut this parchment paper up, because I don't want to hold the donut, then it's going to deflate, it's going to have my fingerprints on it, and it's just not going to give it that shape. Now you want your oil to be quite low, okay. You don't want it to be medium, you want it to be low to like slightly medium. As you can see, it doesn't look like it's doing anything, but it is doing something, because if you put the fire up too high, it is just going to be brown on the outside and it's not going to fry in the inside, okay. So you're going to end up with raw dough. So please make sure that your oil is low, but not too low to suck up all the oil. But look at how amazing this look. You can see the line. Once you see the white line on a donut, you know the donut is going to be lit. It's going to be good. So just turn it and flip it around every now and then until it's nice and golden. Look at this. You can't tell me that this is not appealing to you and you don't want to give it a try, okay. Yes, I was fantasizing about this donut, and yes, I let this cool off slightly, and then I am just going to put some sugar on it. You can add some custard in the middle, you can do whatever you like with this donut. You can eat it plain, it is that good. It is super soft, I assure you. If you use the trick that I showed you with the yogurt, you know that this is going to be soft. Mine lasted for about 2-3 days, actually 2 days in this house, and it was super soft, okay. Yes, look at how soft that is looking. It is so pillowy, it is so soft. You have to give this donut recipe a try, all right. Thank you so much for watching this video till this time. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please join my family and let's make great food together. Please share this video with everyone you love and like. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. I share lots and lots of tips on there, okay? Thank you for watching. Bye.